Hey, so at the end of last year, I did a bit of a channel review, and it was fun. It's just a bit of an unscripted thing, and well, that's what we're doing again. I'm recording this on the 15th of December, so it's a little bit earlier, but we're just gonna kind of go through things. And at the time, this is what the channel looked like, and now it looks like this. A lot has changed for sure. A lot of progress. We have gained 69,000 subscribers as of time of recording. Good job, guys. You hit the funny number. That's what's on my YouTube snapshot thing. That's permanent now. Anyway, so I'm just gonna go over some stuff. I will say I'm not going to be as in depth as last time. I'm mostly just gonna talk about a few videos. There's a lot of stuff like most of my content being edited by other people, Splatoon 3, and a bunch of other stuff. And what I plan to do is when I hit 100K, I'm going to do that as a bit of a special. It's not going to be a montage or anything. It'll just be background gameplay and me talking about this past 2 years of progress, things I like, things I don't like about doing YouTube. And there's definitely some stuff that's gotten to me a bit, and I just kind of want to talk about it. I kind of want to make it a bit more personal and go over what this has been. So that kind of stuff will happen there. No idea if people have interest in it, but I mean, it's just going to be a one-off video, so who cares? But anyway, before I get into the other videos, we must lament one of my favorites. Uh, yeah, this is gone. This was a mod for Splatoon 2 that ported over all the Splatoon 1 stages not in the game, and I got to design new Clan Blitz layouts for them that the modders would then put into the game. It was really cool. Salt Spray had a really unique one, and in general, I found it fun. And Nintendo blocked it. I'm not even going to show any clips of it. It's unfortunate. Happened around here. Probably because Splatoon 3 stuff and they didn't want leaks or whatever. So, yeah, that happened. But that's unfortunate. One of my favorite videos, but oh well. Sometimes it happens. At least I can say I got blocked by the big N at one point, so that's cool. Anyway, um, wrapping up meta history, I guess, was the first one. This was fun. I actually really enjoyed this one because this was just kind of like, yeah, this game was broken. There was no real super established meta. This was when the game was brand new. So just, hey, look at all this stuff that was broken. We had no idea what we were doing, and then this is what it was like at the end. And it's kind of funny how 96 and K52 were very similar, like the beginning and the end of Splatoon 2. So there was that. I really enjoyed it. This is still one of my favorites. There's the Smurf series. I've gotten some comments that, like, some people think I did it to make fun of new players. I'm like, no. Like, yes, there's fun shit. I do dumb stuff. I watch players a lot. Because, like, yeah, I don't know. It's like, that's what that rank is. I don't want to be super sweaty, try-harded C rank. But in general, I was just kind of actually curious what these ranks were like. Because a lot of these are based off of my own experience. Mainly, B rank is where I got stuck in Splatoon 1. I think it took me about a month to get out of B rank. It took me 2 months to get to S plus in Splatoon 1. And literally about half of it was a B rank in Splatoon 1. And I remembered C rank being everyone treating it like Turf War. And that, like, a lot of this stuff ended up being wrong. These days, the lower ranks are a lot different than I remember. And that was something that I kind of enjoyed looking at. It's like, yeah, players, instead of running across the map and painting random corners, now everyone bum rushes the objective. B rank is still hard to get out of. A rank I found even more annoying. And then S rank was kind of interesting, and then there was S plus where things kind of got, yep, at this point it's pretty close to X rank, let's get through it. So, I mean, that was fun stuff. This was a picture I got with a friend. But S rank was fun. We had the low quality thumbnail because this has about 54 different things in it, so this one was gonna be just contrast that. But yeah, it was just kind of a fun series. I got to revisit some ranks a bit, and I always wanted to try to do a splat lock as well, like one where you have your weapons there. I want to do this again in Splatoon 3, but this ended up being way easier than I thought. So I think what I want to do next time for Splatoon 3, especially since it's all in one rank, is all kits of a weapon count this time. If I lose a game with Aerospray, I don't get to use gold. They're both gone. Something like that I think would be really cool. And I think that would make it much more interesting. So I might revisit it. I will try to make it so it's more clear, like, my intent to the series and stuff when I do it, because obviously I could do it better, and I could get that if there were some moments in these videos that, like, probably shouldn't have been done. I don't know. I can't think of anything that was really bad there, but if it came across like bullying too much, I wouldn't want it to be like that. So that's something I think about. Eventually, I want to revisit the series. Have to wait for more kits to be added with the whole splat log thing anyway. But hopefully I can do this better. But as a whole, I still really enjoyed a lot of these. These were fun. It was an interesting look back. And this was back when Boca played a lot. Yeah, Boca doesn't really. I mean, we play sometimes, but it's very rare at this point. Reworks video I liked. I should have made it more clear. It was just about weapon reworks, and there was definitely some more of the weapons I could have talked about, like Ink Mine, but that's fine. The directs aging well was fun. I was a little bit harsh on Splatoon 1's direct, but I mean, it was kind of. I don't know. It just surprised me at the moment. A lot of my reactions and stuff like this is by genuine reaction. I don't really try to sugarcoat things or like pretend. I don't overhype stuff. If I act the way I do about something, it's because of that. Little blaster compilation. Had to get it out there somewhere. The banning things. This was just a discussion in the community. I think I tackled it pretty well. Because this was one I've wanted to talk about, especially the BNS banning one invincibility special per team, but completely banning QR and how that actually made the meta worse. And I wanted to talk about that because that's a pitfall. And then I had some videos on the actual tournament that did it. It was interesting. Oh, we had some tier lists, some gameplay. The brushes tournament was fun. We had a very close set against one of the Japanese teams, and it was just I did pretty good, so I had fun with it. We had the Salmon Run Direct. Not what I expected, and this was a hard time to do content. I was very lucky. I actually had a lot of these videos done ahead of time. Like, actually, a good bit of these were already done. Like, some of the concept stuff I was working on for the specials. There were a few things here that I actually had ready and was waiting for new information to come out. I really like this overview video. I think it covered it well. Obviously, some stuff here didn't age well. Like, Whale, I still thought would just be in that hexagon radius, and that didn't end up happening, but it was certainly interesting. This is where the perfect sub and special thing came in. I got so many comments of people hating the kits and blaming me on it, even though it says in the corner that it was made by someone else. I literally made that font bigger and made the intro for that more clear when I remade this in Splatoon 3 because I had so many people being like, damn, you want a heavy baller on a Hydra? That's so dumb. And I'm like, this was not my idea. Like, this is not it. Sheldon Steps was funny. I don't know. Maybe I'll do this one again. There's definitely something on the list. The advertising video. I still agree with this. I think it could have been presented different. It definitely shows like, yeah, I'm not very comfortable with this format. There's a bit of repetition. There's a bit of stuff out of the open. I do think the part I like though is, I talk about it like, for players who aren't interested in Splatoon, the trailers look super weird. And then I had that while XQC is just like sitting there. Can this load? YouTube, do you want to like, do you want to load your video? Anyway. Seriously, YouTube, you're at what? 700? What is this? Anyway, it's like, I think it's later. I don't remember. Maybe it was that first one, but it was just, I think it was this first part, but it's just kind of him like complete blank face while I explain it. I thought I had a zoom on this. Did I not have a zoom? I thought I had a zoom on it because it was talking about like they didn't understand anything, but I guess I didn't zoom it. I did the whole redo thing. This was a very, oh no, I did, yeah, I did it here. It's like, has no idea what it's talking about. It's just XCC's blank ass reaction. Like, he has no fucking idea what's going on. It fit really well. This reaction fit really well. I'm glad I put that in. Yeah. I don't know, very different video. I still agree with a lot of the advertising stuff. Sendu Q, this will come back eventually, I promise. It will be fun, but branding here was kind of interesting. I don't know if labeling this as better ranked was the right play at the time, but that's what I ended up going with at the time. Splatoon Would You Rather? This ended up getting really popular. I probably should do another one of these at some point. These were actually kind of fun. There was some very interesting stuff you guys brought up. In fact, I think I'll write that down. Why don't I think if you guys see that in 2021, it's because of this revisit here. Would you rather Splatoon 3? We'll probably do a new one of these because I really had fun with these. I like the Splatling videos. Splatlings were a difficult class to cover. And I'm definitely doing more videos like this. By the time this comes out, I believe the Wiper video will be there and there'll be the Forge. And I have a few others of these planned, like talking about some specific weapons. Some positives, some negatives. This one's kind of in the middle. It's like Splatlings are just kind of been there. I do think Splatlings are actually doing better in 3, though. Mostly just kits limiting them, and I think we'll see a lot more of them later. But we'll get to that when we get to that. That's something for another time. The No Shooters tournament. Why did I use a blender? Oh, because of the landing camp. Oh, okay, that was a funny clip. Okay. Because I was spinning. Oh, okay, I get that one. Ah, the... Yeah, that's an old joke. You could tell what happened at this time. Wrapping up I knew this was gonna be the thumbnail, the Turf War 4L3 versus 3L3 brush. There was no way that wasn't going to be, like, that's turf meta, so it's kind of cheating, but I don't care. That was way too funny to not include. Like, it was that or the 4 splooshes, which I did give a shout out. It wasn't meta, but that was just Koshi, and that was fun. Um, this was really nice. I love this video. I will do another one of these eventually. But oh my god, I love this. This was a great way to, like, revisit the older videos that I didn't cover very well and, like, correct where the specials were. My only gripe with this is I still gave it, like, a 7 out of 10, I think. Like, I'm almost certain I still, gave this a 7, which is... Now that we're in Splatoon 3, yeah, no. Oh yeah, perfect was Stamp. I still stand with all this placement, except Echo. Echo I'd put one higher. Echo I definitely had bias toward location stuff at the time. And I even mentioned that in this video. I think Splatoon 3 is gonna do the so then I'm excited. It's done horribly wrong, and I think Splatoon 3 is gonna do them way better. And oh yeah, there it is, 7. Yeah, so I gave them both a 7. If I were to go back now, Splatoon 2 would be, I think it would be a 4. Like, I think I'd give Splatoon 2 a 4, and probably Splatoon 1 a 5. I'll lower them both. That was way too nice. We didn't know how bad we had it, though, to be fair. Once Splatoon 3 came out, I was like, wow. I'd probably give Splatoon 3 a 9 right now. I think I said a 9.5 later. I don't quite remember. But now I'd probably give it a 9, and that's after the missile fixes. Still pretty good, though. Splatoon 3 is really good, but damn, wow. I was so nice in this video. Holy crap. Then we got the new Splatoon 3 stuff. We got the specials. People freaked out about Vacuum and Tri-Strike, and now those specials are both not, yeah, ended up not being that big a deal in the game. So, pretty interesting. I think Vacuum's weakness of, like, requiring someone to be the Vacuum should have probably been something that we thought about way more. But at the time, I guess we didn't care too much. Early tier list, yeah. This was a fun predictions list. Oh god, what does this look like? I'm kind of curious. Oh, fucking missiles. And yes, I was still right for saying missiles were not actually confirmed. That was still correct. That was not intended to be there. Brella. Oh my god, Brella. Leader in A. Well, we didn't know it's special. Like, obviously a lot of these aren't complete kits, to be fair. Yeah, this is when we thought Tri-Strike was really good. This isn't that bad a list. Like, I think most of these weapons are actually pretty accurate. Obviously it's a bit different, but okay, that's not bad. Subs are going to be, like, mostly the same. Yeah, there you go. Tri-Strike Vacuum. That's what we thought were best. Crab Suzuka's still up there. Zip is in the right spot. Whale and Bubble were way too low. Wow. Yeah, I mean, it's predictions. It's not going to be perfectly accurate, but I think that wasn't the worst list. This video I could have done differently. Like, I think the branding and kind of overall title for this was a bit confusing, but I'm okay with it. I'm not unlisting any of these. Last time I unlisted some stuff. I'm not really doing it this year. I'm pretty much fine with everything at the least. Perfect kits, or sorry, predicting kits. This was fun. I like being able to make this. Worst fail. This was Arashi jumping off the water and throwing a hammer. It was funny. This video ended up doing way better than I thought. I just made this for fun one time because people kept reposting that Splatoon 2 is a fucking stupid game clip from Donkey, and I was just like, lol, that's funny. Why don't I actually talk about it? I think I had a good perspective on this. Some people are definitely like, oh, you're sucking up to him too much, or oh, you're critiquing him too much at the same time, which was hilarious. I think it was fine. This was a really good video breaking down Line Marker. Still agree with it. I know it's bad balance-wise, but it's about design. I thought it would be better balance-wise, but that's mostly because I thought it would do at least better damage. But, yeah. It's a shame it doesn't replace Sensor, but I guess I get it now. This was a super close Clan Blitz match. I remember that one. I really like the mode review. This actually did better later. This was doing really underperforming, but now this looks like it's doing good. Man, Splatoon 3 Algo really helped a lot. I really did like this mode review, by the way. Had some really interesting opinions, but I stand by, like, everything I said in this video is really good. This is, like, one of my actual favorite videos. I really like it. Bridge, perfect branding, Hammerhead Rainmaker, yep. Splatoon 3 ideas, the Gauntlet art was so cool. Blind React to Octo Expansion World Records, just the launcher being good. The classic worst. This is still the worst grand finals. This was before Splatoon 2 ended. I can confidently say this was the actual worst one. Just did the fake hype commentary and music. I'm gonna mute because I did not make money on this video. Let's just say that. And it was just, oh my god, this video. Yeah. Wow. What a game, dude. 180p should not have been the default. That was a poor decision. Tournament casting. Extra Splatoon 3 features people want. The solo queue warrior we found. Community balance changes. I like these. You guys had some cool ideas here. I might do another one of these. This might be another one I do. Community balance changes. That's another one. I'm writing that down. We gotta do this one again. This one would be really interesting. You could have a lot more creative stuff with Splatoon 3. Oh, and we're getting to the big one. We're getting to the big one here. The news recaps, because all we had were Twitter posts. Very helpful. I needed stuff to do well. I was getting really bored of Splatoon 2 content at this point. This one was fun, though, making fun of the Octavio fight. I wanted to post something just making fun of how bad the Octavio fight was, and I think this was a good mix of comedy while actually adhering to a challenge. I really like this, the new idea in every weapon class. There's a part 2 on this at some point as well, but I really like the coverage for this. Definitely different stuff than what we saw, but I like the ideas there. Revisited Rainmaker and Clam Blitz. I mean, it was what I expected. I ended up using the Rainmaker footage. Like, this ended up being super helpful for talking about why the checkpoints are huge at lower ranks, but outside of that, eh. These were the ones I'm less happy with in terms of the Smurf series. I would have probably kept the Rainmaker one, but I probably wouldn't have done the Clam Blitz one if I did it again. Even though Clam Blitz is the one people like more, it's like, it's not as special. It's mostly like, haha, people don't know how to play the mode. It's funny. Which, like, yeah, but that's the whole video. There's not much special there. It's just C rank, which I've covered twice already. It's just kind of and this one was kind of accurate, at least. Range hopes. I like this, getting this out there. The aimbot stuff was fun. Missile spam. The rare variety content. There'll be another one eventually with a bunch of Mario Kart DLC stuff, but I barely get that stuff. I really like this video. Splatoon 2 weapons and Splatoon 1. This was a fun concept. I got to talk about a lot of cool stuff, like how Squeezer and Tetra would have been really good in this game. That was really fun. I love this video. I wish more people watched it, but it was so fun. More news, and then it hit. And you could see the views. These videos got a ton of views. So I'm going to talk about them a little bit. Reaction, not much to say here. It was cool. New specials and weapons, this was the analysis. I think I did a pretty good job. It was a longer analysis, and this was one day after this. I did this in one day. it was just too hype, man. Missiles video I wanted to get immediately after. I actually thought this would do poorly. Yeah. Nope. In hindsight, I should have covered and explained more why displacing people are powerful. That was a main thing with the video, and I should have also specified the reactions being from, like, higher level players and casuals alike. There could have been more explanation with this. I think in general, I just really wanted to talk about it quickly and get it out of the way, and I should have done more in depth. I am planning a short, which will also probably be out at this time, like, why missiles are actually good. It'll be, like, a little short about, like, yeah, this is why they're good, even after the nerf, etc. So, swap on Killer Whale for Stamper? I would like that kit, actually. That'd be a good kit, but that's on Rush. Kits was fun. I was too nice to the stages. I had way too much hope. This video is so much copium. But there are some things that are fair to critique here. And I believe this is the video where I did the little bit on the jelly, right? Is this the part where I did blowing up Wahoo World? With the hard hat? Explain. Your main push can magically yeah! This was funny. I like this. I really like this bit. This is still how to rework the stage, guys. Maps project coming out eventually, I promise. I know I've talked about it a bit. It's a long project. Biggest video I've done, but yeah. I'm hoping my maps video will be a giant breakdown on it when that eventually happens. Hopefully late January. Hopefully. It's been delayed so much, but I really want to get it right. Weapon sets. This was a really nice special breakdown. I think my ranking in terms of the order of these for the information we had at the time was super accurate. And I think I gave it a 9.5. Again, I'd probably lower that to a 9. I have to rate the special design right now. I'm pretty sure I gave it a 9 out of 10. No, I did give it a 9. I thought I gave it a 9.5. Yeah, it's probably because this is probably why I gave it a 9. I would still agree with this. Some of this flips a bit. Like, Tri-Strike is way up here, for example. And then some of the stuff is a bit lower. Like, Tack and Tri-Strike are actually up a bit. Shark is down a bit. Whale is actually still here. For the most part, this actually hasn't changed that much yet. Like, this list is actually almost the same. Missiles are kind of close to being in meh. If they make it so you can't lock onto the whole team, I could see it being there. But I like that video. We did solo challenges. Yeah, good luck with the Splatoon 2 content at this time. It did nothing. Splatoon 3 saving its hated modes. I like this. Rainmaker and Clam Blitz are overhated. I'm glad I could do something about them. Challenges. I eventually did this again. It did way better. The blaster clip reaction is funny. Intensify action go burr. Kits. Hot takes. Hot takes did really well. And then we got our first time on the game. We had the Juice Tactic Looter comp. I really had some well-edited stuff. I liked my review, the test fire, and talking about it, and that's where my discussion on the maps got a bit better. Test fire moments. Splatoon 2's broken. A giant project I wanted to do. Lucy killed it at this, by the way. Community montage for the Splatfest. Didn't do super well, but something I wanted to do. And then Ancient Relics, a project I had for a long time. Yeah, it's a good montage. I like that as a send-off. I think I can do way better with the Stamper one, but we'll get to that when we get there. That's another thing I have in the works that you guys won't see for a while. I gotta get really good clips to fit what I want to do for that one. I'll just say that. And then, this one, unfortunately, missed 2 weapons. Yep. Most scuffed thing ever. We had so much content that, yeah, some mistakes like that ended up happening because it was just, like, and this was flipped as well. But this ended up being fine because I was playing Splatoon 3 on that day because Australian copy. So many people here insisted that it wasn't the final day, but for Australia it was, so it works. I really like the send-off. This is actually based off, I did this in Splatoon 1, except it was just unscripted and me talking and shit and it's unlisted. And I've been wanting ever since that day to redo and do an actual good send-off. And I did a good job on this. I put so much time. This was actually done like 2 months before as well. Like, I had this prepped for a long time and kind of talking about it. Such a good video. Collection of a bunch of different things. Another one of my favorites. But yeah, some scuff parts here, but it was just like, we had so much Splatoon 2 stuff to come out. It was like daily uploads for a bit because it was like, I had so much stuff I needed to get out before the 3rd game. And then, yeah, 3 was awesome. Dynamo Art still goes hard. Shoutouts to Beppo. Rainmaker Roots underperformed. Still don't know why, but whatever. Wall jumps were fun. Dualies had some fun stuff to talk about. The Myths series was cool. I will do another one of these because you guys really like these, and there's a bunch more stuff I want to cover, but this was another thing I wanted to try when the 3rd game came out. And yep, remaking the best and worst in every weapon class. I knew it would be my most popular video. I did not know it would get that much traction. This hit 18 on trending. 18 on trending. Not for gaming, like just US trending. That was such a crazy night. Wow. Guide content started up. Still doing that a little bit. Not as much, but still want to do some guide stuff every now and then. Shorts are going to be more informative. New Splatoon 3 weapons. I don't even think this has too much to be doing Stamper. I think it's mostly Splatana. This was before I picked up Stamper. Hero mode. Wanted to cover Launch Route. This has been demolished, by the way. This is like way faster now. It's sub-hour. Hero mode's crazy. Story mode, I wanted to make a video on it. Another thing is, like, I didn't do it for Octo Expansion. I want to do it here. Perfect weapon kits. Some stuff here is definitely going to be, like, there's going to be a lot of videos I did in Splatoon 2, and it's just doing them better. Special roles I liked. Machines, man. That was funny. Inkling and Smash, this is a remake. The first one was, like, 8 minutes, and it was really bad. I remade it, and I'm really happy with it. And yeah, I posted it pretty randomly. Just needed a video for the day, and I was just like, screw it, we'll do it here. Yeah, deny Zipcaster. The controversial video. I think it still has some dislikes. I know. Because I put you could cancel Zipcaster. And I had to change it. Because, you know, I thought cancel would be the term because I was thinking, like, cancel Splashdown. But, no, for most games, cancel is, like, you canceling it, which you could do by going in the water. So if I included that as a bonus, that probably could have covered the whole thing. But, yeah, I wanted to show up shooting down Zipcaster. This was a bit of a different video. Not sure if I'll do another one of these. Depends. But it was more like an interview with Starburst. Now they did well. Different. Didn't perform too well, but whatever. And I liked it. I liked my patch hopes. Crab is missing, but outside of that, it was good. Cover the patch. Lag. Weapon and roll. Kits we need. E-liter kit's a nice reading comprehension. Some people think I want it in terms of thinking it'd be competitively broken, and those people are the people that can't read. It's a nice, fun little test. In all seriousness, I still think that kit would be one of the most fun things in the game. Like, on a pure casual perspective. And this is when I announced Stamper main. Bit after it actually happened, but it took about a month or so. That's when I could grind the game, when I got a bit more free from content. 2.0 update. I liked my coverage on that pretty well. Hot takes was good as per usual. Solo challenges. Got to do a bit better here. I like that. This funny spot. And then the pro video, the first one I'm going to cover here. I'm going to do a lot more of these. These were really fun. Wanted to play some undercover because I do like that weapon. Support being amazing. Mistakes. Kits. I want to do a 4C Junior video. That'll happen eventually. And some Stamper stuff. The latest video doesn't show because YouTube's glitched, which is the Splatoon Weapons IRL. There was definitely some stuff I missed, and I actually completely left out Inkjet. I swear, we looked through this so many times. The prep phase was so long, and it was me, Logie editing it, and Nintendo Land collabing with me. Everyone just forgot. This is what happens when you put a special in 2 weapons. No, come on, like, give something else, Inkjet, please. But, yeah. Not too much different here. I like the kit analysis and ranking here a lot. That was fun. And, yeah. That's where we are right now, everybody. Close to 100K. And, yeah. I'd say overall, huge quality increase. 2023 is going to be even better. The end of 2022 videos are nothing compared to, like, even the middle of it. So, I'm looking forward to being able to bring you guys better and better content. And, I hope you enjoyed the review. Thanks so much for tuning in, and, see you all next year.